Welcome back to the Murray Center, ladies and gentlemen, where your Rhode Island College Anchorwomen are set to take on the Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors in a Little East Conference matchup. Good afternoon, Mike Giammarco alongside Andrew Spaziano. Thank you for tuning in live on 90.7 WXIN and Anchor TV. And Andrew, what a game we got for us today.
Definitely, and we're looking at two teams that are kind of at the opposite ends of the spectrum here. Eastern Connecticut, as always, top of their game, 14-4, 7-1 in the conference, and the Anchorwomen certainly having a difficult season at 4-12 and 2-6 in the conference. So definitely at opposite ends of the spectrum here, and be interested to see how being in those opposite ends, how that plays out in this one for these teams.
It absolutely will be. And Coach Santacola has recruited a new player, number 44, Jenna Ayala. Maybe we'll see her in this game. 5'11", junior out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Well, definitely, and it's a team that, as we've mentioned several times, has had a short bench for a decent part of the season, losing some players along the way. Definitely getting some extra bench players helps just prevent fatigue to your starters and the rest of your team. So definitely can't hurt the big picture.
And these two teams have already played this year. On December 12th of last year, the Anchorwomen were at Eastern Connecticut, where they lost 63-54. So we might see some light here with the Anchorwomen. Hopefully they can come away with the victory against this very, very tough Eastern Connecticut team.
Yeah, definitely. And knowing that you can compete with this team, only losing by 9, definitely you can at least say, you know, we kept the game close in their building. So here at the Murray Center, you can definitely use that and say, well, we can try to beat them here. But I think definitely the key for the Anchorwoman, and I think to an extent the Anchormen, which I'll touch on at the beginning of their game, is you're going to keep the game close towards the end. You don't necessarily have to, you just have to stay with this team. You don't necessarily have to have a lead or anything. But if you can keep it close down the stretch, this team doesn't, I don't think they expect a close game. I think they expect to be able to walk in here and do what they want.
Trample right over the Anchorwomen.
Exactly. So if you can come in here and keep it close into the fourth quarter, then the pressure's on them, because they're trying to get seeding for a national tournament and a Little East tournament as well.
Absolutely, Andrew. Now we will take you courtside for the national anthem and today's starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon and welcome to the Murray Center for this afternoon's game between the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut State University and your Rhode Island College Anchorwomen. At this time, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, today is also Women's Basketball Alumni Day. So before we start, let's meet those alumni in attendance for today's game. From the class of 1980 and RIC Athletics Hall of Famer, Maureen Pinksall. From the class of 1982 and RIC Athletics Hall of Famer, Kathy Luther. From the class of 1985 and RIC Athletics Hall of Famer, Peggy Lynn Scaletta. From the class of 1985, Paula Coro. From the class of 1985, Jackie Duvall. From the class of 1988, RIC Athletics Hall of Famer and all-time leading scorer, Kathy Lanny. Also from the class of 1988, and a RIC Athletics Hall of Famer, Joanne D'Alessandro. Also from the class of 1988, April Wilson Samuel. From the class of 1991, a three-year captain of the Anchorwomen, Renee Walker. From the class of 2000, and the RIC Athletics Hall of Famer, Jennifer Cook Spadoni. And also from the class of 2000, Kristen Johnson. From the class of 2001, and captain of the 2000-2001 Anchorwomen, Lauren Brown McGrail. From the class of 2010, Jen Knott. From the class of 2011, and captain of the 2009-2010 Anchorwomen, Christina Capone. From the class of 2012, and captain of the 2008-2009 Anchorwomen, Lashida Boyd. In the class of 2012, with a second full-time leading scorer, Stephanie Coro. And for the class of 1995, and RIC Athletics Hall of Famer, Claudia DeFaria. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for all of our women's alumni who made it up this afternoon. And now this afternoon's starting lineups, first for the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut State University. At guard, at 5'9", junior number 3, Julia DeBoer. At guard, at 5'4", junior number 10, Jordan Neppy. At guard, 5'8", senior number 25, Victoria Cole. At forward, a 5'9", senior number 22, Jill Rotrowski. And at forward, a 5'9", senior number 35, Erin Brooks. Head coach of Eastern Connecticut State, Denise Beerley. And now the starting five here around college Anchorwomen. At guard, 5'6", sophomore number 12, Jessa Rivera. At forward, a 5'11", freshman number 20, Molly Phillips. At forward, a 6' senior number 21, Devin Hill. At guard, a 5'4", junior number 22, Megan Reel. Head coach, Rhode Island College, Nolan Senecal.
So Andrew, here we are with a very different starting lineup than usual tonight. Or today, this afternoon, I should say.
Yeah, definitely. I know when we saw the Anchorwomen last, which was, excuse me, not this past weekend, but it was about a week and a half ago, if I recall. Alex Moore had her hand taped up, so I don't know if she has any residuals from that. That could be the reason why she's not playing, but I'm assuming that we'll see Real at guard.
More than likely.
Playing up top with Rivera, which is interesting. It's something I think they should have been subbing her in off the bench at least.
Absolutely.
Or incorporating her into a little bit more. So definitely an interesting wrinkle to this game already. And see if it helps or hurts the Anchorwoman. It'll be interesting to see more come off the bench for whatever reasoning Coach Senecal thinks she should be.
So it'll be Rivera, Gonzalez, Real, Phillips, and Hill on the floor for the Anchorwomen in an also a familiar starting lineup for Eastern Connecticut. DePoy, Nappy, Retrosky, Fold, and Brooks. And we are underway. Eastern Connecticut winning the tip-off. And Pohl with the ball passes it off to DePoy. DePoy passes down to the corner, back to Fold. Fold rolling around the screen and looking down low. She gets the pass down low to Retrosky, who kicks it out to the corner. A three is no good by Nappy. And Real almost comes down with the rebound. Phillips comes up with it and gets the ball stripped away.
It's just a lot of confusion there, a lot of bad ball handling, and eventually Eastern Connecticut would take advantage of that.
And Brooks able to draw the foul. And nope, she's going to be called for a travel. So Rivera will be bringing it up for the Anchorwomen. Rivera working right side at the top of the key. Looking around behind the three-point line, passes it down to Hill. Hill able to grab the pass and passes it out to Phillips. Phillips fakes a three, now takes one and knocks it down.
It's just a good bounce back out by Hill, and I expected Phillips to pass it, but she shoots the three and is able to convert. So if it goes in, you can't really complain at the end of the day. So nice job there.
DePoy passes it up to the top of the key, and she passes it down to the corner to Nappy. Nappy finds Retrosky. Retrosky moving it around, being double teamed, and tries to pass it away, but Hill comes up with the ball and passes it up to Rivera, who's able to handle it near the left side. Now she drives in through traffic, and she's going to draw the foul and make the shot. She'll be at the line for a three-point play.
And this is certainly a start the Anchorwomen want to get off to, is putting this team on their heels early, as now Rivera's got a chance for a three-point play, and he put the Anchorwomen up 6-0 in the opening minute of this one. So really, just a good energy, and a good start by the Anchorwoman. Getting the turnovers, able to convert it, and here with the and one opportunity is Rivera.
Shot is up and is no good. Rebounded by Brooks. And now Nappy with it, passes it up to the top of the key to Brooks. Brooks passes it off to DePoy. DePoy right side behind the three-point line. Finds Retrosky. And Retrosky moving left, now driving down low. And good defense from both Hill and Phillips. And Hill comes up with the ball, gets it to Rivera.
I'm not sure if Hill might have gotten a piece of that one, but that ball certainly didn't look like it came out very well intended to the basket.
Gonzalez with the ball behind the three-point line, passes it to Phillips. Phillips takes a shot, now drives in and passes it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez at the top of the key, looking for somebody. Finds Rivera. Rivera top of the key, 5 seconds on the shot clock. She gets it to Hill, and Hill's gonna take it, and she makes it.
And that was just a nice drive by Hill. Only single covered there, and obviously she has that nice height advantage, able to float one up.
Full passes up to the top of the key. Nappy drives in, and there's going to be a foul on the floor.
You just can't say enough of the start to this game. I mean, I thought the Anchorwomen could play them tough, but I certainly didn't see them getting off to a 7-0 lead early in this one.
Still very early.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think the key here is you need to just keep building off of this, and you just need to keep playing smart basketball and keeping this momentum going.
First is up and good from Nappy.
I just wonder, I remember Coach Senecal was talking about Rebecca Gonzalez and how much she means to the team as a spark plug and whatnot, and having her back in the lineup definitely could, something we failed to mention in the top of the broadcast, something that could lead to this interesting lineup and some of the energy that this team is building off of.
Absolutely.
As well.
As he did say, quote, she is the X factor. Gonzalez with the ball driving in, throws it wild. Real comes up with the rebound, and she kicks it out to Phillips. Phillips, or the wing for three. Got it.
Phillips has made 2 threes. She's certainly not known as really a deep shooter, but she can make the three now and again. But if you're going to leave somebody that wide open, regardless of their three-point range, they have that much time to load up. They're going to have a very good chance at the shot.
It's going to be a foul on the play where it looked like DePoy just blew the layup.
I agree with you there. So the Anchorwomen bench didn't seem happy with that one, but just got to let it go and just keep playing your game. Don't let calls like that get to you.
First is up and is no good from DePoy. DePoy sets, her second is up and is no good. Phillips comes up with the rebound, and as you've said many times, as Gonzalez blows the open layup, that Phillips is a very similar player to Devin Hill.
She is, and certainly with Devin Hill being a senior, you can see somebody in the wings who's going to be able to step into that role next season when Devin Hill will no longer be with the Anchorwomen.
Nappy passes it down to Brooks, and she's going to be called for travel. 6:43 to go in the first quarter. 10-2 Anchorwomen lead as Ayala comes into the game for Hill.
We certainly talked about her being a transfer, how many minutes she would get. Well, 6:43 left in the first quarter. She's seeing her first look, so definitely somebody Coach Senecal trusts, even though she's only been with the team for a few games in this season.
Gonzalez passes to Phillips. Phillips looking around, gets it back to Rivera. Along the left wing, Ribeiro looking around. Now back up near center court with it. 5 on the shot clock. Rivera passes it out to Real. She's going to take a three. It's no good. And Phillips is going to be called for over the back.
I think that's something we just saw there. The Anchorwomen have done a little bit more of, and I think they should continue to do, is the passing it back out, because I think they're really known for a team that likes to drive the ball in, whether it's Moore, Rubera, even Devin Hill does it to an extent. I think it's good that they recognize that, and they've been passing the ball out more.
Shot is up and no good from Ratrosky. And a rebound is down on the floor, and ball is out. And Nappy comes up with it, gets it to DePoy, who passes it down low to Fole, who's going to draw a foul. And Alex Moore has come in off the bench. I believe the first time we've ever seen her come off the bench.
If it's not the first time, it's certainly once in a blue moon. It's really not something we see very often. Again, not sure why she is coming off the bench necessarily, but definitely be something to ask Coach Senecal in the post game.
As Fole comes up, makes her first. Palladino in for Phillips. And her second is also good. Rivera with the ball.
Lisa Kanig's bringing some pressure up court.
And Moore finds it back to Rivera. Gonzalez, three. Got it.
That's a nice shot by the Anchorwomen working through that pressure, and that's the thing with that full court pressure, is that if you can work through it, there's usually people open up court. And you saw Gonzalez there had a decent amount of space for the three.
As Nappy misses a deep three, Gonzalez comes up with the rebound. Now Rivera pushing it up the court, right side. Rivera passes top of the key. Moore, three. No good. Rebound Gonzalez. And a nice block from Foster. Gonzalez thought it was a foul. Now Nappy brings it up. Down in the corner is Nappy. Passes it to Fole, gets it down low to Foster, who's wide open for two.
Yeah, I saw the Anchorwoman rolled over for the double team. And what that created was an opportunity down low for Fole. She got right behind her defender, was able to get an easy layup opportunity. So that aggressive defense has its pros, but it can have its cons if it isn't played correctly, as we saw there.
Ayala goes up for two.
Yeah, nice floater. Ayala, 5'11". She's got some nice height. It's good to see some extra height for this Anchorwoman team as it gives Phillips and Hill a rest.
Full loses the ball out of bounds, and it'll be Anchorwomen ball. And great defense there by Rivera. Push it up out of bounds. And Palladino will inbound. Rivera with the ball, hands it off to Moore. Moore finds Gonzalez, right wing. Gonzalez holding it, now gets it to Palladino, who fakes the three. Now hands it off to Moore. Moore steps inside the three-point line and hands it back to Palladino. Palladino passes it to the corner, right inside the three-point line. Ayala's shot is no good. And Retrosky comes up with the rebound. Retrosky passes it and almost loses the ball. It gets it away, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
I think it was Rivera who took the charge. She took a pretty good shot. She's a little slow to get up. That's just nice awareness. I mean, those plays don't necessarily feel good, but they energize your team, and obviously it creates a turnover, even though there's a bit of a collateral on your end. It's just a nice awareness play by Rivera, and this Anchorwoman team has definitely had the first quarter really. Not much more you could ask for from this first quarter so far.
Palladino with the ball in the corner. Passes it to Ayala, who gets it to Gonzalez behind the three-point line. Gonzalez drives in, left side, goes up for two.
I think the interesting thing about Gonzalez is that she's only 5'5" and plays primarily in a forward position. It's just interesting to see how she plays at a height disadvantage down low. Is able to create opportunities for herself.
So Eastern Connecticut in the bonus now. 3:29 to go, first quarter.
I think that's something we unfortunately see the Anchorwomen get themselves into trouble with, is the fouling on their end, is that they're such an aggressive team that a lot of times they get caught in a situation where they get into foul trouble or give teams opportunities like this in the bonus with 3:29 left in the first quarter.
Petrosky's first is good, second is up, and it is also good. 17-8 the score. Anchorwomen with the lead over the Warriors. Moore with the ball, top of the key. Now she moves right side, hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez finds Dumont, who almost loses the ball, but maintains it. Back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez finds Moore, passes it down low to Ayala, sizes up, shot no good. Rebound Nappy.
There's just a situation where obviously the Warriors are gonna start playing you tight inside. And they've had to respect that perimeter play, but the Anchorwomen love those inside opportunities. It was just a nice job playing defense on Ayala there.
Nappy at the top of the key, now calling out a play, moving over left side, being guarded by Moore. Nappy drives in right side. Foul's gonna be on Moore. And I thought if anything that should have been a travel.
They have been calling the travel pretty tightly early on, so definitely a debatable call there, and one of the officials interpreted differently.
And it's in their judgment.
Of course, always.
First is up and good from Nappy. And the second is no good, it rims out. Ayala comes up with the rebound, and a foul is going to be called.
And Ayala's look pretty good. It's the first look we've had of her here at the Murray Center, and she's definitely been a presence in the rebounding game and definitely someone to worry about down low, which is always a positive to have players like that.
Gonzalez with the ball at the top of the key. Looks for Moore and finds her. Moore left side, passes to Ayala, who takes a shot, and it's no good. Rebound DePoy. DePoy looking for somebody, finds Full. Full passes down low to Foster. Foster sizing up through traffic, no good. Rebound Ayala, gets it to Dumont, who gets it to Moore. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. 17-9 the score. Gonzalez with the ball, right wing. Passes to Palladino, who gives it to Moore. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Moore takes a shot and gets the lucky roll for 2.
And Moore's did a nice job stopping on a dime off the dribble, putting up the shot. She gets her first points off the bench in this one.
Nappy looks down low to Retrosky, who goes up for 2, wide open lane.
Hey, Retrosky's a little bit more athleticism there, and Ayala just able to use that to our advantage and beat her to the corner and to the lane and get the layup, as you said.
Dumont driving right side, loses the ball, and Nappy comes away with it. Now DePoy with it. Looking for Foal and finds her in the corner. She passes it all the way to the other side to Nappy, just inside the 3-point line. Shot no good. Ayala comes up with it. Now Moore will bring it up the court.
And I think the Anchorwomen have generally played at their pace in this quarter, and it's something we haven't seen a lot out of them in some of these games where they've fallen behind. They're definitely keeping the game at their tempo, and it's shown on the scoreboard.
Gonzalez goes up for 2 and will be at the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
And Gonzalez has certainly made her presence known. She's had some open opportunity shots, but she's also gotten rebounds. And that's her first points of the game. And definitely played this whole first quarter, and she's made it known that she's on the court. So definitely good to see her healthy again and back on the floor for the Anchorwoman.
Shot is up and is no good. Ball is down on the floor. Foster comes up with it. And they're going to get a foul called. Looks like it's going to be on Gonzalez, and it is. On a push off. So DePoy will be at the line. 21-11 the score. First is up and good. 21-12 the score. Second is up and is no good. And the ball is tied up on the floor, and a good job by Dumont to get it out to Ayala, and they get it in the hands of Moore.
And nice awareness. They would have had the jump ball anyways, but it's a good job keeping the energy going.
Moore loses the ball. DePoy picks it off. And DePoy is going to draw a foul.
I didn't really see much contact there, but just a bad sequence by Moore. Just got lazy with the basketball, and nice awareness by DuPoy, and she's able to go down there and draw the foul. So just not what the Anchorwoman wanted to end this quarter, obviously.
First is up and is no good.
The Warriors not shooting well from the line at all.
And that could be a deciding factor of the game.
Oh, of course, we see it coming back to haunt the Anchorwoman a lot, but the Warriors just not showing presence from the line.
Neither good. Palladino comes up with the rebound. Gonzalez is going to throw it up from half court. It'll be well short. And at the end of the first quarter, the score is 21-12 in favor of your Rhode Island College Anchorwomen. And Andrew, very good first quarter. High scoring for the Anchorwomen.
Certainly, and part of that is they've converted their shot opportunities, and we've seen a lot of times they come out slow with a very poor field goal percentage. So certainly, I'm sure it's something Coach Senecal's worked on a lot, as it's been a lingering issue with them, and it looks like they've corrected it in the first quarter at least. They're just going to keep it up, and I just feel like that's just been the issue for them generally. I think they've created a lot of open opportunities as of late when we've seen them, but unfortunately they haven't been able to convert them. And it's really just, if you can't convert the opportunity, it's almost like there's no point in getting it in the first place.
Right.
So it's good to see that they're converting all phases of the game, getting the space, running good plays, and then making the shots. And of course, they've had a number of 3-point play opportunities, drawing the foul on the drives and whatnot. And I think the defense has always been there really for them, and I think for them it's always been if they can get an offensive effort going, then the wins would start piling up, and I think they've laid the groundwork for that here. They just need to keep it going.
Absolutely, Andrew. 21-12 the score, as we've said. And of course, if you're listening, stay tuned after this game for the second game of the afternoon between your Rhode Island College Anchormen and the Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors. Eastern Connecticut State, both teams 7-1 in conference, always have a good program.
Oh, of course. And I know the men's team at least fell to Keene State in the conference finals, in the final game of the tournament last year.
Keene State, who of course beat Eastern Connecticut in that semifinal.
Yes. Oh, you are correct, because the Anchormen were in the final. My mistake.
Ribera with the ball. It'll be Ribera, Real, DeCristofaro, Hill, and Phillips to start the second quarter. Real for three. No good that time, well short. And a kicked ball is going to be called. And DeCristofaro will inbound. As the officials have a couple of words. And we're back underway. DeCristofaro inbounds to Real on the right wing, passes it out to Ribera. Ribera holding the ball, now moves around, passes to DeCristofaro. Cristofaro passes down low to Real. She's going to be called for travel.
Should think she was close to the boundary too. And she did a nice job staying in bounds, but unfortunately got the travel.
Brooks will come in for Retrosky. And Reardon also into the game for Eastern Connecticut. Reardon passes to Nappy, left wing. Finds Brooks at the top of the key. Brooks looking for DePoy, now looking the other side to Nappy. Ball now in the corner, Reardon with it. And Reardon driving right side, passes it out to DePoy for three. No good. Ribera comes up with the rebound and presses it up the court. Ribera along the right wing, passes to Phillips, who hands it back to Ribera. Ribera goes right side to Real, who finds Phillips. Phillips gets it back to Ribera.
Warriors defense seems to be giving the Anchorwomen some fits as of late in their last few possessions.
Ribera's shot is no good, in and out. And DePoy pressing up the court. Pass it up to Nappy. Ball being moved around. Brooks has it down low, being double teamed. Now gets it to the corner to Nappy, who's open for three.
The Warriors haven't converted many of those opportunities from outside. I think the Anchorwomen have been challenging them to make those shots. That's one of the few, if not the first, we've seen them make from beyond the arc.
Hill, shot no good. Rebound DePoy. DePoy passes it off to Nappy. Passes it back to the corner to DePoy. DePoy looking around, finds Reardon at the top of the key. Reardon bounce pass to Brooks, who looks down low to Foster. Goes up for two.
That's Coach Senecal. I'd consider taking a timeout. Warriors had a 5-0 run to start this quarter, and he does. It seems like offensively the Anchorwomen are just starting to force shots a little bit. Warriors, obviously, it's a smart team and a smart coaching staff. They're not going to let that slow start deter them from making adjustments and changing things around a little bit. So they definitely have changed things around. And I think it's up to Coach Senecal and the rest of the coaching staff to draw something up a little different and work around what they're doing on defense. I just think from what I've seen, it looks like they're playing a really tight man defense, but I think they're just tightening up on them and not giving them the looks they want them to have.
7:43 to go in the half, 21-17 the score. It was, I believe, an 11-point lead at one point.
Yeah, it was definitely hanging around that 10-point margin, but obviously Warriors have worked their way back in. I think the Anchorwomen just need to respond here, get a couple of good possessions, maybe a stop, and just kind of even out the momentum a bit, because it's obviously tilted severely towards Eastern Connecticut in the opening minutes of the second quarter.
Moore with the ball along the right wing, now drives right side. Layup no good, rebound Real, who goes up for two.
There's a nice job by Real getting in position there. I thought Moore had a nice opportunity, just couldn't get it to fall. But nice job by Real and able to get the bucket.
Tough when you're left-handed and trying to go up right side.
Yeah, of course.
They're going to call a foul on Real. We have some disdain from the crowd.
Pretty sizable crowd.
Solid crowd here today at the Murray Center.
Yeah, definitely. Good to see some support for the Anchorwomen. Hopefully they'll stick around for the Anchormen game as well.
Nappy for three in the corner. No good off the side of the backboard. She comes up with their own rebound, though, and gets it to Brooks. Brooks passes it out to Nappy. Passes it to Foster and out to DePoy. DePoy brings it back to Reardon. Reardon to DePoy in the corner and down to Foster. Foster sizing up. Shot no good, rebound Moore.
Yeah, just good defense, not giving Foster a clean look.
Great pass from Moore to Ribera. Ribera brings it back out. Phillips for three. No good that time. Rebound DePoy. Reardon with the driving in right side. Loses the ball. And they'll say it'll stay Warriors ball. Retrosky will come back into the game.
The Anchorwomen bench certainly looks pretty energetic. Definitely some energy out of the gate, and I think that's just a really good sign from a team that certainly hasn't had the season they wanted to have, but they've definitely shown that they're not going to give up on it and still going to play tough in the games they have left.
Retrosky goes up for two. Now Gonzalez with it. Passes to Hill. Hill looking for Ribera and finds her. Ribera at the top of the key now. Finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez now working left side. And she's going to be called for a travel.
Seems like an interesting call, to say the least. I'll leave it at that.
Don't agree with that one, but that's neither here nor there. All in the official's judgment.
Even if their judgment is wrong at times.
And it usually is. Nappy passes it down low to Brooks, and she's going to be called for a travel now. Questionable travels going both sides.
But the thing is, if they're going to call it for both sides, at least it's even.
Hill looking for somebody, finds more, takes the three, it's way off. And it's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. Now Reardon will bring it up for the Warriors.
You can definitely tell Moore certainly doesn't look like herself.
Something's off with her.
Definitely.
Retrosky goes up for two.
He's got to do something about Retrosky. She's getting some good looks inside, and she's getting some high percentage buckets. So they got to do something to stop her from getting inside.
Gonzalez with the ball on the right wing. Finds Hill, who fakes the three, now drives in. Shot no good. Rebound Retrosky, gets it up to Reardon.
Hill's done some pretty nice turnover.
Great steal by Ribera. Ribera takes the shot, no good. And DePoy comes up with the rebound.
She had more coming inside, but it looked like the Warriors' defense did fade back and did a nice job of cutting off that passing lane.
Retrosky gets it to DePoy over near the left wing. Passes it off to Reardon at the top of the key. Reardon passes it to Retrosky, gets it out to DePoy for three. No good. Rebound Brooks, shot no good. And it'll stay Warriors ball.
I think that was just a good play by Hill, just knock the ball out of bounds, to reset everything, because Anchorwomen get boxed out for the rebound there. At least you make them inbound, have to earn their way back inside on the inbounds pass.
Ayala and Duma into the game for Ribera and Phillips. Shot wild from Brooks, who's looking for a call but didn't get one.
And I think Ayala caught her in the face a little bit, so definitely could have been a foul. The officials didn't call it.
Gonzalez goes up for two. DePoy with the ball. Passes to Retrosky. Retrosky working it inside, gets it out to DePoy. Deep three is good. Lead is down to 1 point, 25-24, with just under 4 minutes to go in the half.
It's the Poise second three in this quarter. She's heated up from the outside. It's definitely their outside game for the Warriors has started to show up in this game.
Moore's going to draw a foul and we'll go to the line.
Foul call on Eastern Connecticut, number 3, Julia DePoy. Her second foul that takes first of the quarter. Line for RIC number 10, Alex Moore.
3:37 to go in the half. Moore's first is up and is no good. Cardarelli into the game for DePoy. And second is up and is good. Reardon passes it to Cardarelli. Gets it back to Reardon. Reardon passes to Cardarelli and gets it back up to the top of the key to Retrosky. Retrosky working left side, drives in. Shot no good that time. And a foul is going to be called on Gonzalez.
Who looked like she was fouled.
That it did. Retrosky went right over her back.
I agree with you there, Mike. I think it's a terrible interpretation there by the officials.
Not sure at all what they saw.
Well, whatever they saw clearly wasn't what we saw, because it looked like she said Gonzalez was the one who was fouled. So the officiating is going to get interesting, as they tend to do in these games. So see if that turns out to be a factor as this one plays on.
3:17 to go in the half. 26-24, Anchorwomen hanging on to that lead.
And they've been outscored 12-5 in this quarter, so certainly the offense has slowed down, stagnated a bit. As I said, when the Anchorwomen took their timeout, they just got to figure it out offensively and see what opportunities the defense will give them. Just work with that.
Retrosky gets it back to Reardon. Now Cardarelli with the ball over into the right wing. Passes to Retrosky. Retrosky drives in, takes about 4 steps. Great block by Ayala. Huge missed travel, of course.
Oh, naturally. The blatant travel is the one not called.
Moore passes to Hill. Hill now driving, trying to work baseline, but gets it back out to Dumont. Finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes a shot, no good. Rebound Nappy.
She did a nice job of working herself off her man, creating some space, just not able to convert. Nice shot from around the foul line.
Reardon passes to Retrosky. Retrosky driving down low. And she goes up, shot no good, rebound Gonzalez. Moore with the ball. Just over 2 minutes to go. Now Hill with it. Hill passes it back to Moore for 3. No good, in and out again. And Reardon with the ball. Reardon passes it out. Shot from Cardarelli is no good. And a good job by Retrosky to keep it inbounds, with a better play by Gonzalez to come up with the ball.
She had a fight for that one too. She had a nice job of avoiding the tie-up and taking possession.
Moore with the ball. Passes to Dumont. Dumont takes a 3. No good. And Retrosky came up with the rebound. Reardon passes to Nappy. Nappy back out to Reardon. Finds Retrosky and back to Reardon. Wasting a little bit of clock. Nappy takes a 3. No good. Rebound Gonzalez.
Seems like both teams are just settling the 3-pointers and neither shooting particularly well. Eastern probably has a little bit of an edge in this quarter, but frankly just because the Anchorwomen haven't been able to hit any in that range.
Hill passes down low to Ayala, who knocks it down and gets the foul.
And that was a nice pass by Hill, nice awareness. He knew Ayala was down low, is able to make the pass, and Ayala not only does she make the shot, but she's able to draw the foul and gets a chance for the and one. So just something you need to see that needs to be seen more from the Anchorwomen is just some smarter passing and better opportunities on the shots.
Absolutely. Shot is up from Ayala, no good. Hill fighting for the rebound, comes up with it and tries to find Ayala, but Ayala goes down. Brooks comes up with it.
Almost a nice chance to steal a possession there before halftime, but unfortunately not able to do so, but still a heads-up play by Hill.
Nappy in the corner, trying to pass it down low. Moore gets a hand on the ball, goes out of bounds.
Now in for number 33, Joe Palladino, in for Eastern Connecticut, number 45, Alexis.
Palladino and Foster both into the game for their respective teams. Nappy will inbound, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Retrosky.
I think it went off her foot. That's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like from here.
So the Anchorwoman can play for the last shot.
That they can. Shot clock is turned off by 0.4 of a second. Ribera with the ball. 20 seconds to go in the half. Ribera at the top of the key. Brings it out near center court. Ribera holding the ball and finds Ayala. And now gets it to Moore. Foul's going to be called. About 5 seconds to go, 4.8 left in the half.
And the Anchorwomen are going to be able to go into halftime with the lead, so definitely not only have they kept the game close, but they've had the lead throughout this whole game, so definitely something to hang your hat on going into halftime.
Moore takes a three. It's going to be no good, and that'll be the end of the half. The score, your Rhode Island College Anchorwomen 28, the Eastern Connecticut State University 24. Stay tuned for the second half. Here we are, Andrew, for the second half of action between your Rhode Island College Anchorwomen and the Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors. Myself, Mike Giammarco, alongside Andrew Spaziano, as always. And Andrew, after a great first quarter, that second quarter was a little shaky.
Well, definitely, and I guess a team like this, you can't expect to come out and have a quarter like you did in the first quarter necessarily, but I think the good thing is they went into halftime with the lead, up by 4 points. So you still got that to hang your hat on, that you went against a team that 14-4, 7-1 in the conference, and you still got a slight edge on them. But I do think offensively they certainly need to improve, try to get back what they had a little bit in the first quarter. And defensively, I think they just need to worry about the perimeter shots, giving the Warriors a lot of opportunities, and the ploy was really knocking them down. Just something you got to worry about on the perimeter, and certainly inside. You got some of those bigger players on the inside making a difference down low. So I just think you need to keep up the aggressive pace of the defense. You need to create a fair amount of turnovers using that, and just try to convert more shots on your end and see if you can hold on to this one. They certainly put themselves in a good situation up by 4 to start the half. They just need to keep that momentum and start off strong here in the opening minutes.
And though we did have a couple of scoreboard issues, they have it back on now, but it is 28-24. Your Anchorwomen, leading Eastern Connecticut State. Anchormen, of course, will play this afternoon. Tip-off around 3. They'll take on Eastern Connecticut, as always. Little East Conference matchup, doubleheader. And we'll see what Seneca goes with. They'll go with the starting lineup, start the second half. Eastern Connecticut's starting lineup, all two out on the floor. Nappy with the ball, blasts it down low to Retrosky. Retrosky working through traffic, no good, but she'll draw the foul and get to the line. So Hill's third foul.
He'll typically find herself in these issues with foul trouble, unfortunately, just because of the type of player she is and where she plays on the floor. So not a good spot to be in this early in the second half. But fortunately, the Anchorwomen do have Ayala, who is a similar type of game as her, along with Phillips, so they can try to rotate those two in, try to supplement her a little bit.
Gonzalez finds it back to Phillips. Phillips driving in right side. She'll draw a foul long before the shot. Foul's going to be on Nappy.
Foul ball against Connecticut number 10, Jordan Nappy. Her second foul, first team foul of the quarter.
Gonzalez will inbound. Rivera, Real, Gonzalez, Phillips, and Hill on the floor for the Anchorwomen to start the half. Hill drives in. It's going to be a foul called on Retrosky.
Foul ball against Connecticut number 22.
28-26 to score, 9:37 to go. Only 23 seconds gone in the second half. Gonzalez gets it in to Hill, who drives in right side. Little float is good.
Hill hasn't had a ton of offensive success in this one, but I think that's more the fact she's picked her opportunities a little bit more wisely than we've seen her in the past, which is certainly a good thing, trying to find the open player.
Brooks goes up for two. Great ball movement there by Eastern Connecticut. Spreading it all along the court.
Definitely, it's a veteran team. It's got decent crop of seniors. They certainly have experience and know how to deal with situations such as this.
Hill working through traffic, shot wild. DePoy comes up with the rebound and brings it up the court. DePoy right side, being guarded by Real. Passes to Brooks, who gets it to Nappy for three, no good. Rebound Hill. And Hill will be bringing it up the court. She gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez driving right side. Stops and looked for somebody, loses the ball. I believe it was DePoy who made the play. Retrosky comes up with it. Nappy to the top of the key. Safol, who gets it to DePoy. And back to Retrosky. Passes it over to the right wing, now back to DePoy for three. No good. And Rivera comes up with the rebound, almost loses the ball, maintains it. Rivera to Gonzalez. Hill calling for the ball, and she gets it, fakes a three, now steps back, passes to Real in the corner, and she gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes a shot. It's no good. And foul is going to be called.
Foul ball against Connecticut number 35, Aaron Brooks.
Foul's on Brooks. Gonzalez will inbound.
And the Warriors are giving up 3 early fouls in this one, in this quarter, I should say.
Phillips passes it to Hill. Hill back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Hill, fakes the three. And that's going to be an offensive foul on the push-off. And Hill does not like that call.
Certainly not going to help. It's her 4th foul, so she's already on the cusp of fouling out. 7:39 left in the 3rd quarter, so obviously they're going to have to keep her on the bench for a little while and save her for
Down the stretch.
Yeah, but potentially could be a very close game down the stretch.
And like you said, thankfully they do have Ayala. DePoy passes to Retrosky, who drives in right side. And they're going to call a foul.
Oh, looked like a clean block.
That it did.
Foul ball record number 20, Molly Phillips.
And Phillips doesn't like the call.
It's her 3rd foul.
First is up and no good from Retrosky.
You know, I don't have the stats right in front of me, but certainly, I mean, I don't think the Anchorwomen have shot particularly well from the line. The Warriors have really shot a lot worse, or at least worse at the very least.
Phillips comes up with the rebound.
They go to the line. That's at least the 2nd or 3rd time they've gone to the line to come away empty-handed. At the very least, you're going to make one shot, especially in a game that's as tight as this one.
Connecticut could potentially have even a double-digit lead.
Oh, certainly.
They made all their free throws. Moore's layup is no good.
Well, at the very least, you could say they could at least have a lead in this game, in a 2-point game.
Pass from DePoy goes over Nappy's head.
I mean, they've certainly played a sloppy game. I mean, there's just turnover there. They've just discussed they haven't shot very well from the line, and they're just giving a lot of firepower to this Anchorwoman team and giving them the opportunity to have this lead and give them momentum.
Gonzalez working through traffic, shot no good. DePoy comes up with it, and they're going to call a foul on Rivera.
Rivera looked like she was going for the charge there.
Looked like from here she was just going for the ball. Good play by Gonzalez, knocking it out of bounds.
Very low-scoring game.
Absolutely is. 30-28 after that 21-12 first quarter.
Neither team really showing a lot of offensive juice here in this quarter.
And Full with the ball. Both teams look tired.
They do. I think it's been a very physical game, and it's been certainly a frustrating game in several regards for each team.
And that's going to be an offensive foul.
Nice shot by Real. Drawing the foul there.
So Foster will come in for Brooks.
I think defensive games generally favor the Anchorwoman. It's really both basketball teams for Rhode Island College are built for defensive games.
Rivera, nice no-look pass to Phillips. Phillips goes up, no good, gets her own rebound, and she's going to draw a foul. Phillips will go to the line. 6:13 to go, third quarter. 30-28 Anchorwomen lead. First is up and no good.
So the Anchorwomen will be in the bonus for the rest of this quarter, which has 6:13 left in it. So if you're going to have these opportunities on the line, you do have to convert them, certainly, especially, as you point out, in a game that's been so close as this one.
Second is up and good. And DePoy with the ball passes to the corner to Nappy. And there's a whistle on the court, not exactly sure what it's about.
This is an issue with the scorers table, which,
not surprising.
Yeah, they've certainly had a game to forget in this one. As the players' scoreboards, they keep track of those on the court that have their point totals and their foul totals have not been functioning well all game, and at this point it's just off. So
completely shut off.
Yeah,
they just shut it down.
They just gave up on it.
Three is no good from Full. Moore comes up with the rebound and gets it to Rivera. Rivera bringing it up the court, almost loses the ball. Passes to Phillips. Phillips passing it down low to Gonzalez and trying to find Rivera. And Rivera's going to get another foul. Very slow, very sloppy third quarter here so far.
Definitely, and you really can't say either team's been playing better than the other. I mean, the Warriors are outscoring the Anchorwomen 4-3 in this quarter. I mean, incredibly low scoring, and just one of those games. So now both teams are in a bonus.
It looked like off the bat it was going to be a very high-scoring game.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, it looked like offensively, it looked like a promising start for the Anchorwomen. They've scored 10 points since that 21-point first quarter, so.
DePoy misses her first free throw. She sets, her second is up, and is no good. And Moore knocks it out of bounds, out of the hands of Foster.
I think Coach Senecal thought that went off of Foster. And I do think it was pretty close. The officials thought it went off of Moore, so close call, and that's how the officials called it. Just how she goes sometimes.
Nappy passes it down low, trying to find Foster. And Ratrosky comes up with it, gets it back to Nappy.
That was a nice play by Gonzalez, batted the ball away, and there was 3 Anchorwomen around there who just weren't able to get a hand on the ball.
Ratrosky, second chance opportunity is good.
Yeah, especially against a team like this, you can't give them opportunities like that when they frankly have not taken very smart shots throughout the game, and just it was just one of those situations where Retrosky was in a good position, found her way there, and was able to get a nice, easy putback.
Shot no good from Rivera. And Fold comes up with the court with it. Fold looking around, passes to the corner to DePoy. DePoy driving baseline, now passes it down low to Foster, who goes up for two.
I believe this is going to be the Warriors' first lead in this game.
He's just about to say the same thing. 4:43 to go, third quarter. 32-31, Warriors lead. And not looking good for Santa Claus Anchorwomen.
No, they just, I mean, if they had a shaky second quarter, their third quarter offensively just has been abysmal, really. I mean, just nothing's falling. They're not getting any open looks. I mean, all those things they don't think they were doing right in the first quarter just don't seem to be going their way. So I just think they need to do something different, whether it's different personnel, whether it's just different. I mean, I think play calling, regardless of the personnel, needs to be different. So they're in a deep discussion there on the Anchorwoman bench. Hopefully Coach Santa Claus does something different going for them, because
Absolutely.
the Anchorwomen have kept themselves in this game, and they just can't be too discouraged with the fact that they've given up the lead, because there's still a whole other quarter of basketball to play. You just need to keep that focus.
And we'll see what Santa Claus has drawn up. It'll be Rivera, Moore, Gonzalez, Phillips, and Hill.
Hill's going to be very careful, playing with fire a little bit, with no fouls to give before fouling out. So it's definitely a little risky. We'll see how it plays out for the Anchorwoman.
Moore finds Hill. Hill passes to Rivera. Rivera passing down low to Hill. Hill's got to watch that elbow. Shot no good. And DePoy comes up with a rebound, brings it up the court. And DePoy's working left side, passes it to Retrosky. Retrosky passing it out to the wing. Shot is no good, airmailed from Retrosky, and Moore comes up with it.
And really, I mean, there's no excuse to at least not hit the rim there. I mean, that's a wide open opportunity.
Moore drives in. Open layup is good.
Rivera playing aggressive defensively, but Moore's finally able to convert one of those drives there.
Foster goes up for two as Hill tried to draw the charge.
Yeah, I think at that point, I think she was just trying not to get a foul there. So just kind of the strategy she's going to have to take, and then certainly something the Warriors are going to try to take advantage of is the fact that she can't play as aggressively as she'd like.
Rivera deep two is good. Foot just over the line.
And just as soon as we were saying how low scoring the game is, to have a flurry of points here from both sides.
35-34 Anchorwomen lead. Rivera with the ball. Left wing driving in, right side, stops, takes the shot, no good. Rebound Foster.
Tried to draw the foul there. Not able to do so.
Retrosky drives in, nice little move. Unable to convert the shot. And there's going to be a foul call. I believe it's going to be on Rivera.
They just got caught looking at the shot. Foster was in great position. They had three people staring at the shot there and not trying to box out. So that's just something you can't do, is get caught looking. You're gonna be conscious of and aware for the rebound, and they just weren't able to do so there.
I believe a technical foul has been called on Jessa Rivera.
Not really sure what happened in that whole sequence, but
Overreaction.
I don't doubt it, especially in a game like this. Low scoring and physical, emotions tend to get high. You just gotta try to keep them in check.
Tied up at 35 now. 2:51 to go. Third quarter. Foster will be at the line. Makes it first. And Dumont and Ayala come in for Rivera and Phillips. Second is up and is good. Warriors with the lead of 2 points, 37-35 the score. Gonzalez passes it down low to Hill. And she draws a foul, she gets to the line. And after a great first quarter, these middle two have been awful.
I think that's pretty accurate, Mike. I mean, really, I don't think we were going to have high scoring, pretty crisp offensive game, and it's just turned into a lot of wild shots and a lot of...
Makes it first.
I'm not even sure what this is, just bad opportunities and so forth. But still another quarter to play, and you just gotta try to, if you're either team, you gotta forget about these 2 quarters and understand you're both in the game at this point, and you just gotta come out and play your best basketball in the fourth quarter.
Second is up and is good. So Brooks will inbound. He gets it to DePoy. DePoy working right side, finds Foster, hands it back to DePoy. Behind the 3-point line. Passes to Reardon, who's got a wide open lane. Goes up, floater no good. Rebound Foster. Goes out of bounds, it'll stay Warriors ball. 37-37 the score.
And they gave Reardon, as you said, a wide open lane there, and she blew the layup. And once again, not aware on the boards. Foster is able to get that one, give the Warriors a second chance here. So rebounding starting to come back and play a huge factor in this game against the Anchorwoman.
Foul's going to be called on Brooks, or are they going to get it for a 3-second?
I have seen no indication either way, but regardless, it's
got it for a 3-second violation.
Most likely.
Moore, right side, passes it down low to Hill. Hill takes the shot, got it.
And Hill's starting to heat up here a little bit, but he's going to play smart, especially on the defensive end, not to draw the fouls, but seems like she's become a crucial part to this offense. So
DePoy passes to Reardon, top of the key. Gets it down to the corner. Just inside the 3-point line. Shot is no good from Rodriguez. But Brooks comes up with it. Going to be called for travel.
It just seems like the Warriors have gotten wide open chances, and they have not really been able to take advantage of that at all. And it's just surprising on a team that has the record they have and has had the success, especially in a conference, 7-1. You know this is a good basketball team. It's just, I understand you have off days, but just as a team, it just seems like it hasn't been there.
Gonzalez will get to the line.
No,
they call an offensive foul.
I think they got it for a travel. It's the indication.
Another ridiculous call. If anything, should have been a foul.
It's the indication I saw. Doesn't make much sense, but
Foster goes up. Shot no good. Rebound Dumont.
Fortunately, in those situations, the only person who sense it needs to make is to the officials, not the rest of us.
Absolutely. Gonzalez passes it down low to Moore. Moore whips it out to Ayala. Shot is good.
Ayala showed a little bit of range there, just inside the 3-point line. Had some space, took the shot. Anchorwomen got a 4-point lead now. We get into the waning seconds here, third quarter.
Reardon passes it down low to Latrowski. Back out to Reardon. She's going to take a 3. It's going to be way off. There's a foul on the floor.
Then they got Hill.
Foul is going to be on Hill, and she's fouled out of the game with a full quarter still to go.
Hill not happy about it, but unfortunately for her, she's going to have to watch the rest of the game on the bench. Coach Senecal doesn't look happy about it either.
I wouldn't be if I were him either. So Phillips will come back into the game.
They're going to have to rely heavily on Phillips and Ayala, and sure we'll see some more of the Anchorwoman bench as well, whether it's Real down low or Palladino, but
Foster makes it first.
obviously they're going to have to work around this and try to win the game without one of their better players. Somebody who, as mentioned before, was definitely starting to find her groove on the offensive end. So now I think when we go back to the drawing board there and find somebody else who has the hot hand.
Moore with the ball.
Play for the last
15 seconds to go in the quarter, and as you're just about to say,
Play
gonna
for the
play
last
for the
shot.
last shot. Moore passes it out. Gonzalez will
That got
take it. It's
blocked.
got blocked. Dumont goes up for 2.
And that was just nice awareness and positioning.
Shot from half court's no good, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. 43-39, Anchorwomen with the lead. And if you like to support your Rhode Island College athletics, if you like hockey, come join us at the Dennis M. Lynch Arena next Friday as your Rhode Island College Anchormen, Dennis Reel's Rhode Island College Anchormen, will take on Sacred Heart University. Puck drops around 8:20, and it should be a fun game.
Be an interesting one to say the least, Mike.
If you'd like to support them a little more, Saturday and Sunday they will be a part of the Quahog Cup, and that'll be taking place at the Smithfield Arena, Smithfield High School Arena right across from Smithfield High School. It'll be a bunch of club teams, college club teams. It'll be Rhode Island College, it'll be Providence College, it'll be Roger Williams and Bryant University, as Rhode Island College looks to battle it out and come up with be the winners of the Quahog Cup.
The coveted Quahog Cup.
And of course, stay tuned this afternoon for the second of a doubleheader conference matchup between your Rhode Island College Anchormen and the Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors. It should be a good one. We'll have the call right here on 90.7 WXIN and Anchor TV.
So, Mike, I think there's really something you definitely gotta bring up when it comes to the scoring in this game is how they've really had to fill in for the void of Alex Moore, who clearly is not 100%. And our city's team just has to step it up offensively. And they've been able to hold on to this lead for the vast majority of the game. And they just gotta play another solid 10 minutes here and pull off the upset against this Warriors team.
43-39 the score. 1 quarter to go in regulation. Phillips will inbound, and Moore will start off with the ball to start the 4th quarter. Gonzalez with it over on the left wing, looking around, brings it back to the top of the key, looks around, finds Moore for 3. No good. Rebound Retrosky, and Retrosky gets it all the way up to Foll. Passes it to the corner to DePoy, back out to Foll. Retrosky is going to be called for a travel.
I didn't see too much there to warrant a travel, but Coach Senecal, I'm sure, will not complain for the turnover there.
Moore with the ball, looks right side, finds Reel. Reel goes up with it, no good. Rebound comes down to Retrosky. Retrosky finds Foll. Full left side, being guarded by Gonzalez. Passes it down to the corner to DePoy. DePoy passes it baseline to Retrosky. Nice little spin around move for two. Moore calling out a play near half court. Foul's going to be called.
And it looks like that they've got the scoreboard up and running now, so you now see the foul and point totals for each player on the court.
Gonzalez with the ball, hands it off to Moore. Fakes the three. Now brings it back. Moore driving left side. Goes up for two.
We've talked about that. Moore certainly doesn't seem to be herself, but she's found that lane a couple times in this game. Her fourth point all in the second half.
Retrosky passes to Foster, back to Nappy for three. No good, in and out. Rebound Gonzalez. Foul's going to be called. Gonzalez, a huge factor back in this game.
Oh, certainly, and I think it's somebody that I don't think we generally talk about enough, the impact she has, because it doesn't.
She's been hurt the majority of the season.
Certainly, and I mean, it showed up on the scoreboard today, but I feel like she's not really somebody who necessarily scores a ton of points, but she's just an impact down low in the rebounding game and just helping the offense flow along on the other end. So definitely somebody who, as you said, had an appendectomy, was out for a good chunk of this season, and good to see her back in the lineup, and certainly has made an impact.
45-41 the score. Anchorwomen hanging on to that 4-point lead at the moment. And Gonzalez is going to inbound.
So the next game for the Anchorwomen, their last non-conference matchup of the season against the Tufts here at the Murray Center on Tuesday, I believe.
That it is.
At 7 p.m.
Moore passes out to Phillips. Phillips gets it to Gonzalez and passes it to Ayala and out to Reel. Gonzalez back to Moore, top of the key, drives in. Moore's floater is way off, draws a foul. And she'll get to the line.
And the Anchorwomen, in the first couple minutes of this fourth quarter, they've already drawn 3 fouls and given up none on their own. So they're winning the foul game so far, and that's certainly a big factor down the stretch.
Bruce is up and no good. Second is up, and is also no good. DePoy comes up with the rebound, brings it up the floor, gets it to the corner to Nappy. Anchorwomen playing that man defense.
Which has worked pretty well for the bulk of this game.
Phillips comes up with the rebound off the missed shot. And Moore will bring it up.
I think really it's just that the Warriors can't hit anything that isn't in the paint, it seems like. Their mid-range shots have been, conversion has been very poor in this game, and then the three-point range, I can really only recall a couple of instances where they've been able to convert.
Moore for three, no good. Brooks may have gotten away with a little bit of contact. And Fole will bring it up. Nappy with the ball, left side behind the three-point line, brings it to the top of the key, now drives right side, and she got away with a walk.
I was about to say, she might be racking up some frequent flyer miles, the amount of traveling she did there.
Corner for three, no good from DePoy.
You get another rebound.
Nappy gets a rebound. Full passes to Brooks and back to DePoy. Shot is good down low.
Well, eventually, if you're going to give up second and third chances, a great play there by DePoy.
He's able to come up with the ball.
Lazy inbounds pass.
Foster working down low. Shot is good.
And those are the type
Tied
of
up at 45.
And those are the type of plays that can turn the tides of ball games. 6 minutes left to play here in regulation.
Rivera and Palladino will come back into the game. Moore passes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez out to Phillips for three. No good that time. Brooks came up with the rebound and got it to DePoy. DePoy racing up the court, passes it down to Foal. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Anchorwomen ball.
In for right number 33, Joe Palladino, and number 12, Jesse Rivera.
And a timeout will be called by Eastern Connecticut.
Yeah, it's certainly the Warriors fired up. And I think it's great awareness by DePoy just to hang around and anticipate the pass. But at the same time, when you're making the inbounds, you've got to be aware that, yeah, she's in the area and whatnot. We see a lot of times, you see the Anchorwomen do similar things, whether they have Dumont or Rivera hang around there, and it's just a lack of awareness, I guess. And
Absolutely.
hopefully it's something that's not going to come back and be a difference maker at the end of this game, but you certainly can't understate the importance of those 2 points in a game where points have been scarce and the deficits have been close.
So on the floor for the Anchorwomen, Gonzalez with 9 points, Moore and Phillips both with 7 points, Ayala with 6 points, and Real with 2 points.
And I believe all 7 of Moore's points will come in the second half.
I believe you're correct on that,
Yes.
as she does look hurt out there. Something's not right.
Something's off. It's a long season, a lot of games played in short amounts of time. If you only have a few days of rest, even if you just tweak something, it ends up being a nagging thing. And unfortunately, such an integral part of the team, you don't want to just have her sit out a whole game. It's certainly, even if she's not at her full 100%, somebody that can still be a difference maker.
Moore drives in left side, passes it down to Palladino. Palladino driving baseline, now passes it out. Shot is good from Ayala.
That was a nice sequence there. And Palladino, a nice bounce pass down to Ayala, who's got 8 points in this game, and I think is certainly another difference maker and X factor for the Anchorwoman in this one.
Ball in the corner, Witrowski passes it up. Pass down low to Foster. She's going to be called for travel. Palladino will inbound to Rivera, as the Warriors will do that 2-2-1. Timeout's called by Coach Senecal.
A wise timeout, although only leaving with 1 with 4:45 remaining in this one. The Warriors have saved up 3 of their timeouts for the stretch run here. So I don't necessarily think it was a bad timeout, but it's just such a valuable commodity in a close game like this. So obviously one that Coach will use wisely.
.47-45 the score. Anchorwomen with the lead. .445 to go in the game. Palladino will inbound, along with Rivera, De Cristofaro, Ayala, and Real on the court. Rivera passes to De Cristofaro, who gets by and passes it down to Ayala. Ayala's shot no good, may have gotten blocked by Foster. And it'll be Warriors ball.
They just lost possession under the hoop. She made a nice recovery off that block, and fortunately wasn't able to hold on to it. underneath the basket there.
And Foal will bring it up the court. Foal passes to Nappy. Nappy driving right side. And good defensive playing by Gonzalez, just able to come up with that ball. Rivera passes to Ayala, back to Rivera. We're gonna get a foul on the floor. Gonzalez will inbound and gets it to Rivera. Palladino now with the ball. Passes out to Real. Real drives baseline. Going to be called out of bounds.
Just nice stop by Foal, just keeping her position and not backing down. And Real just unfortunately stepped on the line there and can give the Warriors the ball back.
Foal working right side. Passes to DePoy. DePoy working down low to Retrosky for two. 47-47 the score. Rivera pulls up, knocks it down. And they do count her shot as a three.
Truthfully didn't look like it at all, but hey, if you can get the extra point there, you get the extra point.
And Jessa Rivera is fouled out of this game.
Rivera's is another one of those players. She just plays so aggressively at the guard position that racks up a lot of fouls and obviously frustrated on the bench there. I think the big thing with the Anchorwomen is you need to end this game in regulation. You can't go to overtime. And the foul problems you have right now, you got two people who fouled out.
We got a whistle. Phillips will come into the game for Palladino. And DePoy will inbound.
And just so you know, for the Warriors, DePoy is on the verge of fouling out. She sits with 4.
And she's really the only one in foul trouble right now.
Yeah, they've got a couple with 3, a bunch with 2. So really, this stage in the game, not too much to worry about outside of her. And the Anchorwomen don't, for what's out on the court right now, are in relatively safe positioning when it comes to fouls.
We got another whistle on the floor.
Looks like some confusion on the officials' part. Not sure.
So we'll try for a third time. Now the ball is inbound.
Third time's the charm.
Foal with the ball. Passes to Foster and back out to DePoy. DePoy passing down low. And they're going to get a foul on Ayala.
Yes. Looks like maybe an over the back there.
Nappy will inbound. Gets it into Retrosky, who hands it back to Nappy in the corner. Now she drives in and passes it down to Foster. Shot no good. Nappy comes up with the rebound. Second chance, no good. And Moore comes up with it.
Just take your time here. You don't need to rush your possessions. So you got the lead. I think the big thing is you want to have a couple.
2 to 3 possession lead.
Yeah, even if it's just 4 points, it just makes a difference down the stretch here. So you got to really change how the Warriors have to approach things.
Ayala's shot no good. It's going to stay Anchorwomen ball.
Yeah, Retrosky ended up coming in there as Real tried to get the ball there off the errant shot by Ayala, and Retrosky just ended up hitting the ball out of bounds trying to cover Real. So a good break for the Anchorwomen, but they're going to have to get a shot off here.
Travel's going to be called on Ayala.
As we've
DePoy will inbound.
As we've seen throughout this one, it seems like the officials have a interesting definition on what a travel is. So it's been for both teams, really.
Petrosky goes up for 2 and is now tied at 49, as they did call back what they said was a 3 from Ribera to a 2-point shot, rightfully was. Moore drives left side, goes up for 2. 51-49 the score. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation. Nappy drives through traffic and somehow able to save it from going out of bounds. Full looking down low to Nappy. Blows the open layup out of bounds off of Phillips. It'll stay Warriors ball.
Unfortunately, Phillips wasn't able to reel that one in. She had a chance to bring down a clean rebound, but I don't know how Nappy blew that one. She had a pretty clear chance at the basket there, and really it's just been the story of the Warriors' day.
DePoy gets it back to Full. Petrosky to Nappy, shot no good. Rebound reel.
Hey, just take your time here. You get this to under a minute. If you hold on to it for the majority of the shot clock here, I think the big thing is you definitely want to get points in this possession. As you mentioned earlier, get a couple possessions down the stretch here. It's really going to change what the Warriors are able to do.
Ayala goes up for 2. 53-49 the score. Under a minute to go in the game. Petrosky gonna draw a foul.
On what I thought was a clean block.
That's what it looked like.
Foul ball, RIC number 20, Molly Phillips. Her 4th foul, team's 3rd.
Phillips has 4 fouls now. As I mentioned before, you gotta close this thing out in regulation. It's gonna be really hard to play a 5-minute overtime period with the amount of fouls this team has. It just doesn't seem like it's going to work out for them if they have to play some extra time in this one.
Second is up and is good. And Moore with the ball gets it up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Ayala, back to Gonzalez, back to Moore. Moore passes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez driving in to Ayala for 2.
Warriors have to score quick here and then probably foul. The shot clock's turned off.
Nappy passes to the corner to DePoy, steps back.
They're taking a lot of time off
Passes
the
to
clock.
Foster, passes down low to Petrosky. Shot no good. And they're gonna have to foul Ayala, they do.
Anchorwoman, 10.7 seconds left going to the line. Put this as a great spot here to lock up this win.
So Brooks back into the game for the Warriors. Ayala's first is up and is good. Second is up and is also good. DePoy is going to bring it up. They try to find Nappy. They're going to get a foul on Phillips.
She's going to foul out.
Phillips fouls out with 6.8 seconds to go.
Which it was a foul. It was a nice heads-up play there, going for the ball, but unfortunately,
Does come down with the contact on the way down. Nappy passes it out. 3 from the corner is no good. And that's going to be the end of the game. Your score, your Rhode Island College Anchorwomen 57, Eastern Connecticut State University 51, and a huge upset today at the Murray Center in Game 1.
What a time.
And Andrew, what can you say about that?
Just a solid effort from the Anchorwomen. Certainly came out fast, and I'm sure Coach Seneca will tell us they didn't play the kind of game they wanted to in the second and third quarters, but you know what? It's about making plays down the stretch, and they made them in this one, so just a great win for them. As you said, a big upset over, it's probably the best team or one of the better teams in this conference.
And Andrew, we're going to get Rebecca Gonzalez over here. Nope, we're going to get Jenna Ayala over here. Nope, we're going to get Rebecca Gonzalez. All right. So Andrew, I'll send it right down to you.
All right. We're here with Rebecca Gonzalez. We're on College Anchorwomen. Rebecca, obviously a big win for you guys against a great opponent in this conference, and a nice game out of you. But obviously the first quarter, you scored 21 points, came out really fast. What was it that you guys did in practice or in game planning for this game that gave you an edge early on in this one?
Well, what we did was we practiced our transition of getting back on defense and making plays on transition too. So we learned how to keep ourselves poised and under control.
It showed you got a nice lead for you guys that definitely translated down the stretch for you. And definitely a tough game defensively for you guys. Certainly a lot of people fouling out down the stretch. What did you guys do towards the end of this game to try to make the stops and give yourselves the possessions you needed to seal this game up?
Well, during scout, we knew our personnel really well, so we knew who was going to get down the floor first, and we knew who wasn't, so we stopped the plays, and, we capitalized on offense.
Yeah, definitely. And you're playing non-conference game against Tufts Tuesday, but with the win here, what do you do to try to harness some of the momentum from this game and the energy to try to make it come out on Tuesday night?
Well, I think before this game, we used to die out on, first half or either second half. In this game, we kept the energy all throughout the game, so I think going forward, that's what we need to do.
Definitely, and Rebecca, a great win from you guys, and hopefully you can keep it up and get another one on Tuesday.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. And Andrew, what a game we just saw.
Yeah, definitely. It's just, Rebecca pointed out, it was just a nice effort by the Anchorwomen for a full 40 minutes, and it wasn't pretty at times, but they stuck with it. I think is what the big thing was, is that definitely the middle periods of this game were probably what I'm sure the coaching staff drew up and whatnot, but they came out and it didn't die away, as Rebecca pointed out. They stayed with it, and they didn't let that frustration get in their way and sort of discouraged them, and they stuck with it and made plays down the stretch. And that's what they needed to do.
That's absolutely what they needed to do. And they executed, they played as a team. A bunch of points spread it out over a bunch of players.
Definitely, and obviously when you have a player like Alex Moore, who's obviously battling something, hopefully she feels better.
Sick, she's hurt, she's all of the above.
Definitely, and I mean, it's a long season. It's that time of year where you got different illnesses going around and whatnot. So, I mean, I think it was big for the team not only to win this game against a really tough opponent, but to win the game without one of their better scorers. I mean, she still ended up, I believe, with 7 points in the game. Which,
absolutely.
But for her, I mean, that's nothing from what the point totals we usually see. So
I think she had 9.
She ended up with 9. Regardless, I mean, that's just shows that the rest of the team stepped it up and were able to really, as you said, it was a team effort in winning this one. And I mean, I think that right there just exemplifies it, and it's just nice to see out of a team that, we said at the top of the broadcast, definitely not the season that they probably envisioned at the beginning of things, but they've definitely been able to come out and not let that discouragement get to them too much. I think
absolutely.
If you take it a game at a time, we've seen it with the Anchor men where they've definitely played better basketball in the second half of their season. I think you just got to take everything as it comes, and if you have a good effort, you try to capitalize off some of that momentum, and if you have a bad game, a game that doesn't go your way, you're just going to kind of take some positives out of it and just leave the rest of it behind. You just can't get too discouraged when you go on stretches where the scoreboard isn't falling your way.
And this game has to be a huge confidence booster, as I may have already said that, but
definitely.
Worth saying again.
Definitely, and I mean, really, they did what I think they needed to do, and that was to keep it close throughout. And they
Andrew,
did.
I'll send it back down to you. Momentarily, we'll have Coach Senecal standing by as he has a quick word with the official. And now he's joined with us right now.
Yeah, you're doing it right this time, Coach. All right, we're here with Coach Senecal. And Coach, obviously a big win for you guys against a tough opponent, but had to do it with Alex Moore, who obviously is battling something. And how difficult was it for you, or just what did you have to say to the team, obviously with her not being 100%, to try to get the rest of the team to pick it up for one of your bigger players?
Well, there's a saying in New England, I guess, next man up.
Yep.
Okay, and that's just what we did. We told them, people got to step up, and they did. Tonight was a team effort. Yes, Alex is battling a little illness, but she persevered. I mean, you saw her probably. She was, she used the barrel over there. Just
yeah.
Before, but then she was ready to go. She was big. They all were big, but this was a total team win today. Total team win.
Definitely.
And I'm so happy for them. They deserve it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And certainly was a team win, but you talked about Rebecca Gonzalez also, how much of a factor she is for the team. This is the first game we've seen with her back, so how do you think she just factors in the whole thing? And obviously a team win, but how does she stick out in her own way? Because
Rebecca has made unbelievable strides from her freshman year to now. When she was out there for the little 3 weeks that she was out with appendicitis, we lost a lot. And what I mean by that is that we lost a lot of toughness. She brings toughness to the table, and she's gritty. She knows how to play the game. And having her back really, really helps us.
Definitely. And so I was saying to Rebecca in the interview, you got a game Tuesday against Tufts, and obviously a huge win. I mean, you can't really state how big of a win this was for you guys, but how do you take that momentum from this win and try to apply it and try to get maybe a little bit of a winning streak going down the stretch here?
Well, Tufts, I don't know where they are nationally right now, but they're usually one of the top teams in the country. And we have them on our home court. I think we got a little bit of confidence in ourselves now. And as long as we execute, play hard, stay poised, and I think we gave 40 minutes of hard work tonight.
Definitely. And Coach, obviously having that confidence is big. Hopefully you can carry it over on Tuesday, and we'll be here to see what happens.
All right, we'll give it our best shot.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And that was Coach Senecal, was some nice insight on a big win for the Anchorwomen, who topped Eastern Connecticut State in this one, 57-51. But don't go away just yet. We've got Anchorman basketball starting in just over 12 minutes here at the Murray Center as they take on the Warriors in their own matchup. So stick around for tip-off.